Hey folks, I want to tell you a really cool story. I think it opens up all kinds of opportunities for thought, all kinds of opportunities for comments, all kinds of opportunities for community growth and abundance. You've heard of the store Ikea. Well, in Dartmouth we have an Ikea. That's the closest one to us. And this Ikea has a huge solar array on their roof. Their intention is to generate enough power through this solar array to operate their store. But they have a problem. Their solar array is capturing more sun, it's generating more electricity than they can use. As a matter of fact, 95 days of the year, they produce more energy than their store is able to burn. Now, the way solar arrays like that here in Nova Scotia work is that you don't generally people don't pump it into a battery. What we do is we pump it onto the grid. Nova Scotia Power, our provincial power company, at your expense will install a two-way meter. And it tracks how much energy you're putting on the grid, and it tracks how much energy you're buying from the grid, with the idea that at the end of the year, it should balance out to zero. Now, they give you an opportunity to produce a little bit more, just in case you burn a little bit more, but they don't want to write you a check. And so they've told Ikea in Dartmouth, stop producing energy. You've got to tamper down your system. You're producing too much, and we don't want it. And Ikea is saying, we don't want to taper down how much energy we're producing. We don't want to limit how much energy we're producing, because they believe that it'll actually harm their array. So, a Halifax startup called RO Carbon Labs and the Nova Scotia Community College Applied Energy Research Lab, some students at the Nova Scotia Community College and this Halifax startup are working with Ikea to figure out what they could do with this extra energy. Now, I'm going to provide a link in the description. You can read the entire article yourself and hopefully even follow along with them, because I think there's going to be something exciting coming out of this. For me, this speaks again to that theme that I seem to have fallen into this week of gleaning. In Leviticus chapter 19, where it says, farmers, don't strip your fields when you harvest. Leave a little bit for those who are coming behind you. Take what you can, but leave a little bit for the people that are coming behind you so that they can have a little bit as well, for the poor, for the foreigners. Help your neighbors by sharing the last bits of your harvest. Ikea, in this case, is producing electricity. It's producing electrical energy through their solar panels. They have extra. They want to figure out what they can do with it. Nova Scotia Power doesn't want it. Apparently, I guess it must be too clean for them. They don't want it. Ikea wants to find a home for it. They're allowing others to come in and work with them to do just that. Thinking along these lines, my brain goes nuts. How many box stores are out there? Just where our Ikea is located in Dartmouth, there are dozens and dozens and dozens of massive buildings with completely flat roofs, waiting, begging for solar panels, begging to produce energy. There's nothing up there that's going to get in the way of it. Right? Most of the trees have been cleared. It's nothing but clear skies. Nova Scotia has lots of blue sky throughout the year. These buildings, these massive rooftops, are begging, absolutely begging to be harvested. That space has immense unused production capability. And this unused production capability is there to be gleaned. Now, I'm not saying they need to let others come and put solar panels on their building, but that would be cool. I'm not saying that they have to give away the power that they're able to generate, but that would be cool. But there are possibilities. There are possibilities to be had here. And this story that's taking place between Ikea and the Nova Scotia Community College and the Halifax startup, it gives me hope. It gives me hope that we can dream. It gives me hope that we can work together, that communities, along with businesses, can see each other as partners, can work with each other, can use the excess that each other produces and the excess that each other has stored up and has for the betterment of all. I just don't see a downside. I don't see a downside to exploring these moments of potential, these opportunities that are right there in front of us. Again, I don't have a call for you today, but I would really love to hear what you think about this story. I'd really love to hear if there's anything going on in your area that we could also glean from, that you could share with us, that maybe we could apply in our own community. I'd love to hear what your thoughts on this type of thought process is, on this line of thinking. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord's face be made to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord's countenance be lifted up to you. May you always know the peace of being in the Lord's presence. And I pray that we are all able to glean from one another. All able to glean from one another to make this world better for all. Amen.